Okay, here we go. Start of the third quarter. Big man in the ruck there. It's Chris Long back in the ruck. Comes down to out towards Keenan from Montmorency. He gathers the ball beautifully. Gets a handball back to his teammate who chips the ball further down the line. I'm not too sure who it was there, but the Montmorency guys work the ball around beautifully there. Then chip it up to, looks like Patrick Fitzgerald, who drives the ball up to the full forward area where Limback goes for the big fly, and the umpire says, "You've interfered with your man." And the resultant of that free kick is Carl Hewitt. He gets the ball over to, looks like it may be, I'm not too sure who it was there, but they got the ball back to Shaw. He transverses the ball to the other side of the wing, but Yarwood's in there first. Oh, he's a very speedy boy. He keeps the ball in front of him. He gets a bad bounce, but he takes off further and he goes faster and faster, gets the ball to the wing position. He was very good there, Yarwood. He was against a couple of Montmorency guys and he just kept that ball in front of him, refused to succumb to the pressure and got the ball right up to the true wing position. The ball thrown back into play. Big O'Halpin in there, arguably gets his hands to the ball first. It comes down to ground level. Oh, the Mcleod guy and Harris is dumped to the ground unceremoniously. He's all wrapped up and there's another throw in. O'Halpin in the ruck here against Long. Oh, another tap out by O'Halpin. He gets over the back and only as far as Harris, who tumbles the ball forward on his left foot. To where Montmorency player in number 20, who is Luke Jackson. He gets the ball out to the far wing on the outer side where Story and Ryan Jackson are in contention for the ball there, and there's a nice battle there, and the ball's over the line and Ella Grounds. Half forward flank, Montmorency, the end of which Montmorency are kicking to the Grove Road side of the ground. Okay, ball comes over. Beautiful play there by Montmorency. They worked with beautiful teamwork. There's a shot for goal, and then there's a magnificent shot for goal. Now the umpire, hang on, there's another umpire getting excited here. It was beautiful play by Montmorency, but the umpire's, he's given a yellow card to a Montmorency player. Not too sure who's going off here. Is he going to allow the goal? I'm not sure.
Greg, just watch the direction of the microphone, but you're doing well. Watch where it's pointing.
Okay. Now, there's a yellow card happening here, but no one seems to know who's going off the ground. Umpires are explaining to number 4 as to why you have to leave the ground. Now that's Ryan Jackson leaving the ground. Now I didn't see why. And it's actually been now changed to a red card. The umpires, they're still trying to work out who's going off. Now it looks like Big O'Halpin may be going off also. O'Halpin's leaving the ground now. Now there's been a red card and a yellow card shown here. Number 4's left the ground and number 51 in O'Halpin's left the ground. The goal has been allowed, Terry.
I don't know how that goal can be.
I don't know how that can be.
Unless the hit was after the goal.
The all clear was done. Okay, well, you'd think it would be a Mcleod free kick in the centre of the ground then. Now, wouldn't you? It should be. That's right. One would think it'd be a Mcleod free kick in the centre of the ground, but it's not. The ball's thrown in the air. Long up there, wins the tap down, comes down to Harris, gets the ball out to no one in particular. Oh, Montmorency worked the ball beautifully. Now Keenan on his left foot gets the ball down to the forward pocket, and waiting back there comfortably is Murray. He chips the ball across to Martin, who under pressure takes a nice mark. He then drives the ball to the loose man on the wing, which looks like Yarwood. Yarwood takes off. He handballs the ball to Porter. Porter goes this way. Porter goes that way. Gets the ball back to Richard Andrew. Over to Martin. Martin goes back this way. Back to Porter. Back to Richard Andrew. Over to Kane Shaw. He bursts from centre half back. Chips the ball up to Ryan Harris in the centre of the ground. He gets the ball to Kane Shaw. He drives the ball up to the half forward line. A host of players going up for the ball. Oh, it's a magnificent one-handed mark Is that Bianchin? No, it's not. It's Scooter. Scooter gets the ball along. He handballs. Oh, the handball himself into trouble and out of trouble. Round to Adams. He gets the ball over to Harris. He goes this way. He goes that way. Gets the ball under his left foot. Shoots a goal and it's through for a behind. Well, drama galore there as Mcleod threw there. 5 handballs to 1 kick, perhaps even more handballs to 1 kick. Anyway, they eventually end up with a shot on goal, so they kept possession of the ball beautifully, Mcleod. Now, Montmorency to bring the ball back into play. Montmorency leading by the narrowest of margins, just 5 points. Oh, they burst from full back. A beautiful driving kick to the centre of the ground. Waiting back there is Andrew Murray's taken a nice mark. He drives the ball to the outer wing to where safe hands of Woodhams. Collects the ball, gets across to Nankervis. Back to Kane Shaw. He goes this way, he goes that way. Gets the ball to Porter. Oh, Porter's handle didn't hit the mark, but it's backed up by Pater. He drives the ball up to the full forward area where Lynch is up against 3 of them. Oh, eventually there's a beautiful tackle by Francis that time, I think, on the Monty guy, and eventually the ball's forced through for a behind. Mcleod's come out very strongly this third quarter here, and causing a little bit of apprehension in the Montmorency defence. Montmorency bring the ball out of the back there. They get the ball to half back. Their players looking this way, that way. Number 5 for Monty in Tim Mullis got across to his teammate. They get it down to the half-back area. The ball's turned over to Mcleod. Back to Woodhams. I'm not too sure who it's with now, but it's a nice chip kick. And it may have been by Bianchin.
That should have been a free kick to Mott.
It could have been a free kick to Mott there. My fellow colleague in the crowd advises me, but I missed that one. But anyway, end of the day, it's marked by O'Brien at the 40-metre mark. He's kicking from 45-degree angle, kicking the bowling club end of the ground. He hasn't made it. He has not made it on this occasion. It's fallen short and been forced over the boundary line and out of bounds. Oh, Payne's in there. He's spinning this way, he's spinning that way, and he could be perhaps a little fortunate not to be penalised. But you've got to tackle correctly. You've got to wrap them up. So they caught in possession. O'Brien in a ruck this time. Comes down to Adams. He gets across to Lynch. He scrambles the ball forward. Oh, it goes this way, that way, and through for another behind. So it's a game of converting chances, Jeremy. Okay, Mcleod's applying the pressure there. They're building the wall. They're creating indecision in the Montmorency defence. They chip it out for full back. But in the way there is Porter, but he can't quite get his head. Comes O'Brien. He scored what we would have liked to have taken. He's dispossessed, but he backs up for more. But this time he turns it over to Montmorency. But Painter's good enough. He gets in the way. He snaps for goal, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Kane Shaw, the Mcleod captain, signaling instructions from deep in defence there as they're building the wall. Mcleod, they're locking it in. We're seeing it's come down to suburban football, the press. And the press is applied. The ball is locked in the Mcleod forward line. Monty trying desperately to get it out. Eventually they do get a breakaway here from the half-back line to the wing position. At the back of the pack is Kane. He gets the ball across to Leggett, but it's intercepted on this occasion. Now, when I say Kane, I mean Kane Shaw. There's a host of players around the ball here, right in front of the coach's box. True centre wing position. Okay, Fitzgerald in the ruck now. Senso Halpin's off the ground. Oh, there's handballs going left, right and centre by the Mcleod guys, but they can't get away with it. Sometimes they appear to handball it back into trouble, but they're obviously doing this to a game plan to try and get someone in the free for a nice disposal. Okay, the ball comes down the ground now. Harris, as always, in first on his left foot. Now it's a nice kick by Harris. Up to the half-forward line. In front there is is Francis, but he's beaten on this occasion by a number 28 who takes a nice mark there in Dean Giles, a very experienced defender for Montmorency. He directs play to the outer side, the Grove Road side of the ground. They chip the ball back to number 5, who's been in everything. Now, number 5 is Tim Mollass. They break through the centre of the ground, drive down to the full forward area where Murray is disposed of there by the very experienced Kane Pettifer. And Pettifer's lining up for goal here. Now, he's kicking from, well, Murray's standing the mark at 40 metres, so Pettifer will be kicking from about 46 metres. Kicking's letting him down, but gee, he's been helped by the field umpire who decided to overrule the goal umpire on one occasion. But and on this occasion, he doesn't have to worry about anyone overruling anything. He's no problems with the distance, and he's popped that straight through for the 11th goal of the day to Montmorency. They go to 11 fouls 5, leading Mcleod on 9 goals 7. Well, Mcleod have been doing all the attacking, but then once that press was broken, they were able to quickly go into attack and end up with a clear shot on goal. Another goal by Montmorency at this stage would break the game open, you'd have to say, in favour of Montmorency. But in saying that, there is a perhaps a 2-goal breeze now, Jeremy, to the St James Road end of the ground, back to the centre. The ball comes to the ground level out to Dave Adams. He kicks out to a vacant half-forward flank area on the Grove Road side, where in the race the ball there is Jack Bianchin. The ball's being contested very close to the boundary line, then it's over the line and out of bounds. Right in front of the big light tower there on the Grove Road side of the ground. Okay, ball thrown back into play. Ball comes to ground level. The Mcleod guys all wrapped up there. He swung around, perhaps unlucky not to be penalised. Oh, it was a nice handball by Harris out towards Bianchin, but the Montmorency defence intercepts there, but Mcleod's up to the task. They go back in hard, and eventually it's all wrapped up, and the umpire says, "Give it to me, boys, and we'll have another ball up." So there's the throw in there. Big Fitzgerald in the ruck. Oh, Montmorency get the ball down to Daniel Keenan. He chips beautifully out to the wing. There's a nice running mark by the Montmorency player there. Wheels it around on his right boot. Gets the ball down, further down the line, just over the wing position. And the ball is over the line and out of bounds. It's a 10-point lead to Montmorency on the McDonald scoreboard. Montmorency 71. Mcleod 61. Oh, beautiful work from the ruck there by Montmorency. Out to a running player there. I think it was number 13. He shoots for goal, but his kick is very errant on that occasion and goes over the line and out of bounds on the full. Ball driven back into play, but only as far as the big fella in Pats Fitzgerald, who picks it up, says thank you very much. I'll have another shot on goal here. And again, there's a further miss. Both sides have missed shots for goal today that would have rather have got. Ball's brought back into play again. Oh, the ball hasn't hit the target. And it's a mark to Montmorency player in the forward pocket. I can't quite pick up his number here. Now, he's marked just 35 metres from goal. Gee, those kick-ins, when you do that, you've got to hit the target. Shoots for goal. Easy as you like, pops it through for a goal. So there's the one they've wanted, Montmorency. It's given them a little bit of breathing space as we get to about halfway through the third quarter. They go to 12 goals 6 to Mcleod 9 goals 7. So we've got Leggett in the ruck now for Mcleod up against big Pat Fitzgerald. Ball comes down to Scooter White. He does an underground handball. looking on that occasion. He's looking for Leggett, but he couldn't quite pick him up. The ball's all wrapped up again. We'll have another throw up. Porter's up in the forward line there, just trying to draw a player back onto him. Oh, a beautiful handball by Harris out to Richard. He does the right thing, goes straight down the middle of the ground towards goal. But waiting back there is number 38 in Coghill for Montmorency. He gets the ball out to his teammate on the far outer back flank there, chips the ball beautifully to the experienced Craig Flint. Handballs across to his teammate, who may be Haynes, drives from the half-back area out to the wing. The Montmorency player there missed what he should have taken, but he's good enough to back up in number 29 and gets a lovely left foot pass up towards number 23 for Montmorency, who is, well, he's not on the list. Anyway, it goes forward for Montmorency, but it's defended well there by Mcleod. They get it to Scooter White. He gets it to Jack Bianchi on the true wing position. He drives a nice kick up to a smart lead by Nick Lynch. Now, Lynch is 45 metres from goal. He drives for goal and just misses to the near side. It's through for 1 point to Mcleod. Ball brought back into play by Montmorency, but it's only as far as Big Ben Porter. He takes the mark, looks for a teammate and turns it over with a his kick there. As a result, Monty are able to repel easily, get the ball down for goal, shoot for goal, and fortunately for Mcleod, they have missed what they would have rather have gotten. It's through for a behind to Montmorency. Looks like Richard Andrews is going to bring the ball back into play for Mcleod. He's summing up his options. Not too sure where to go. Eventually he does a chip and he's picked up Andrew Murray, who gets the ball back to, I'm not too sure, Scooter White, who runs around on his left foot and he scrambles the ball up to the back flank where number 1 in Woodhams runs onto the ball. A true back flank position on the Grove Road side of the ground. He decides to drive the ball straight down the line, just over the centre, looking for O'Brien. But waiting the back there is a Montmorency player who gets the ball across to Haynes. The experienced Haynes goes this way, goes that way, and chips the ball to a man running up onto the ball there. Okay. Oh, it's a beautiful kick there, right deep into the forward line, but waiting back there is Richard Andrew, who takes a safe overhead mark in the back pocket. St James Road into the ground. He transverses play over towards Kane Shaw, who gets the ball to Painter, who gets the ball to Murray, back to Painter, over to Martin. Oh, he scrambles a kick to no one in particular, but so it's overturned to number 24 for Montmorency, and then they're able to have a shot on goal. The ball goes up and over, and eventually it's marked in the back pocket by Scooter White. He takes 1 bounce, he takes 2 bounces, he takes 3 bounces. He handballs to Long, back to Scooter, back to no one in particular. Eventually Long goes back in there, gets the ball over to, I'm not too sure who, but eventually they get the ball out of defence to, looks like Vez Premi's led up there. Vez Premi's got the ball on the back flank. He gets a handball to Painter. He gets the handball back to Vez Premi. Oh, they've turned it over with a handball again. Sometimes I think you just got to kick it. And so they've turned it over, and waiting back there, got the easy drop on them all is Pettifer, and he takes the easiest of marks. The colleague in the crowd is saying about the, yeah.
You want to break the lines, at least hit the target.
Got to hit the target if you want to break the lines, yeah. Now there's a goal there to Pettifer, gives them their 13th goal, and Montmorency skipped away to a comfortable lead at this stage. It's nearly a 4-goal lead. Mind you, they got out to 26-point lead at 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Montmorency ringing the changes here from the very conscious this game. It's being played in fairly warm conditions, and they're bringing on some more fleet-footed players. And number 36 there, which is Sammy O'Meara, and Tim Merlis is back on. Both players seem to have plenty of run. Now our Halpin's back on the ground. And he's up in the ruck. He's won that tap out clearly. I mean, as far as Long, he gets the ball to John Andrew, who gets the ball to Kane Shaw, who drives the half forward, and there's a nice lead-up mark there to Jack Bianchen. He drives the ball up to the forward pocket. Now, the umpire's ruled there as interference to a Montmorency defender. And then there may have been some bit of verbalisation from the Mcleod players, which the umpires are red hot on jumping on that, and so it's a 50-metre penalty. Brings the defender there up to the half-forward line. They kick the ball at the half-forward line, and they spot up Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald then puts the ball down into the full-forward area where the Mcleod captain, Kane Shaw, takes a very timely mark. He gets it out to his teammate in the back pocket there, who drives further forward, and there is a nice mark on the true wing position to Carl Hewitt. Now Hewitt looks this way, looks that way. He chips the ball further along to Fez Premi, just forward of the Bruce McDonald scoreboard. Mcleod's just working the ball forward, but very slowly at this stage. Eventually they get the ball up to half forward, and there's a nice mark there to Daniel Francis. He gets the ball up further forward looking for Lynch. The ball is belled over the line and out of bounds by big Montmorency defender there. They've got some very experienced defenders there in that Coghill and Flint. I don't see Tennant playing for him today, so too sure what happened there. I note in the paper Tennant has been named as their captain for the year and is listed as number 31. But unless my eyes deceive me, there's no appearance on the park by number 31 today. Okay. Oh, from that throw-in, Lynch has hit very hard and high over the head. Oh, there's players running in from everywhere. The umpire's signalling, quite rightly so, that quite rightly so that it's Lynch's free kick, but there's been retaliation here, then further verbalisation, and the ball goes down to the it's handed over to Montmorency. They went into attack, but it was a nice mark there by Kane Shaw. Now eventually they work at Mcleod, this time around to the wing to Long. He gets the ball around to his colleague on the left foot there, gets the ball to Jack Bianchen. With nice hands, they get the ball up to Hewitt, further chip forward, looking for Lynch at this stage. It's arguably pushed in the back, umpire calls play on. Oh, player all wrapped up there. Oh, there's players going in hard. It's a very hotly contested ball. Eventually, Montmorency clear the ball out of defence, but it's got it over the line and out of bounds on the full. So the resultant free kick will go to Mcleod. Number 1 in Woodham's. Big Patrick Fitzgerald stands the mark, so you'll have to kick it high to get over his head. It's a tumbling kick forward. O'Brien can't quite hold on to the mark there. Oh, John Andrew applies a fierce tackle on the Montmorency player. Ball comes to ground. Oh, O'Brien's arguably held there. He backs up for another free kick. He gets the ball further forward. There's a magnificent leap and mark, 30 metres out from goal by Nick Lynch, the Mcleod full forward. Chris Long is leaving the ground here for a change, and his tall teammate Leggett comes back on. And looks like Leggett will go straight into the centre bounce. Now, Lynch has no problem popping that one through for a goal. So Mcleod just remain in touch. They're within 3 goals, 17 points at this stage. Mott leading 13-7, Mcleod 10 goals 8. They've got a dangerous attack, Montmorency, with Pettifer there, number 9, Limback 8, Big Fitzgerald, number 61. Good bunch of small players. They got Montmorency, led by the experienced Haynes, number 6, mid-sized player Keenan, 42. We got the recruit from Diamond Creek in Jesse Donaldson. I like the lad that plays a bit on the wing there, number 29. Looks like it's Benny Walton. He's pretty quick. The other fella comes in and out of the wing a bit, that James Brooker, he's quick too. So they are perceived as being a little slow, Montmorency, but they've tried to address that with some smaller players there. Now there's a free kick at the centre bounce to Montmorency. And it's Keenan who drives them straight down the middle of the ground. Okay, in first for the ball there was Daniel Nankervis. He eventually come over to Painter. He got the ball back to Nankervis, back to Painter with handball. Vez Premi, Painter, Martin, the handball, it's unbelievable. Vez Premi, but it's intercepted. Oh, big pit pack Fitzgerald's in there. And now it's Montmorency's turn. They go this way, they go that way. But Mcleod's up to the task. They intercept. They get the ball further forward through Martin. Eventually it comes down to, I'm not too sure who, but it's a Montmorency guy who drives the ball further forward. Here's a mark to Montmorency. They've turned it over, and number 9, Pettifer, is on the end of that foray forward, and who will have the resultant shot for goal. Kicking from, he's kicking from about 30 metres out. The man standing in the mark's at about 26, 27 metres, I suppose. Okay, Pettifer comes in on a slight angle and has no trouble popping that one through for a goal. So
Can't be much left in this quarter.
Monty goes to the, can't be much left in this quarter as Monty goes out to a 4 goals 7 to 10 goal 8 lead. Just under 4 goals. So if one thinks there's a 2-goal breeze to the right of screen, the St James Road end of the ground, I would have to say that Monty has their nose in front by about 2 goals at this stage of the match. But that last quarter, you never know. It's this Mcleod side is, well, they don't let up, and they've got a lot of run in their legs, and apparently they're very fit. So time will tell. From the centre bounce there, oh, it's Monty, they burst into attack again. Okay, they get the ball forward, but only as far as Martin, I think it is. He chips the ball out to Captain Kane Shaw, chips the ball further along to the wing position where Ryan Story has taken possession of the ball. He scrambles the ball up to half forward where it comes off O'Brien's boot and ends up in the hands of the reliable Keenan. Keenan goes this way, that way, but on this occasion his handball is very errant, Keenan. He put his teammate under a considerable amount of pressure, and Mcleod is able to not win possession of the ball but force the ball over the line and out of bounds. Half forward flank, the end to which Mcleod kicks, Grove Road side of the ground. Ball back in the play, leg it up against Big O'Halpin. O'Halpin gets his left fist on the ball, just belts it down to the true wing position. Daniel Nankervis in there, gets hold of the ball. He's all wrapped up, and the umpire says, "You're going nowhere, son. Give it to me and we'll have a ball up." There's the ball in the air. Comes down to no one in particular. They're all wrapped up again, and we'll have another throw up. Scoreboard reading, Monty 14-7-91, leading Mcleod 10 goals 8-68. Just 23 points in it, deep into the third quarter. There's an errant tackle to the Montmorency player there, and wins the resultant free kick right in front of the Bruce McDonald scoreboard. Drives the ball down to the forward pocket. Well, the ball's it's gone over the